what he liked in a woman, and he liked strong women. His aunt Mimi, who raised him mainly, was quite a strong woman, and I think he liked that. In his family, there were quite a few strong women. Some of his aunts were strong, and very opinionated. So when he met Yoko, I think she was he was very attracted to her, and I think it was a great thing for him. I think he needed it. It was time for him to break loose and do some new things, and I knew it was exciting for him. But at first, it was. We were not too keen on it at all, because it was like, who is this, and why is she sitting on my amp? And for me, this having been my employment and my artistic world for quite a number of years, and having known John since we were teenagers together, to this point, to it finally coming to an end, was, very challenging. It was, first question, okay, what do I do now?
How hard was it to figure that out? What was your emotional state like in that period between the dissolution of the Beatles and figuring out what to do next?
It was quite difficult, because I didn't know what to do at all, and I didn't really have any brainy ideas except, I don't know, if I want to continue in music, maybe I'll form another band. But then, how do you do that after the Beatles?
Live and let die.
How could anything I do be as good as the Beatles? The Beatles were a very special combination of talents.
Wings is no slouch.
You had me doing what I do. You had John doing what he's, and then you had George, who by then had come on as a very strong songwriter.
Forgot about
and then
George.
Gluing it all together, you had Ringo. So that was something very special, as has been proved by its longevity. And just the stuff we did together still sounds good and still lives today. So it was a question of how can you get better than that? And I think I just had to say, well, you can't. But if you want to keep going, you should maybe think about starting something else. So I did. I talked to my wife Linda and said, do you want to be in a band? Do we want to start a band? And the idea then was, okay, the only way I can do this is to start like the Beatles did, at the bottom, and just play some little clubs or whatever it was, and we played little gigs, and then gradually walk up that staircase again till you were now at the top. And so that's what I did with Wings. But there was a very difficult period before we decided to do that, when I was just kind of lost,
If you're just joining us, my guest is Paul McCartney.